Hello, class. Welcome to our first lecture. I am Mr. Cosio, and I will be guiding you through this course where we don't just learn textbook material, we connect beauty industry knowledge to real life salon, spa, and barbershop experiences. Whether you are just starting out or already have hands on time behind the chair, this class is designed to help you grow into a confident, knowledgeable professional. Our focus today is something that's often overlooked but absolutely essential: infection control. I know it might not sound exciting at first, but trust me, this is where your professional habits begin. The way you clean, disinfect, and carry yourself with clients sets the tone for your entire career. Let's take a quick look at what you will learn today. These objectives will help you stay focused on what matters for client safety and the licensing exam. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to identify the two main agencies that regulate health and safety in the beauty industry and explain their roles. You will define infection control and explain its purpose in professional salon settings. You will differentiate between cleaning, sanitizing, disinfecting, and sterilizing because guess what? They're not the same. But let's start with the foundation. What is infection control? Infection control is based on standards set by agencies that oversee our training, our schools, and the beauty industry as a whole. Understanding who these agencies are and what they expect from you gives you a stronger foundation for your career and helps you stay in compliance as a licensed professional. California Board of Barbering and Cosmetology is the main agency that oversees our industry and inspects salons, spas, barbershops, and schools regularly to ensure professional standards are being followed. They set and enforce standards for training, licensing, and safety, including what is taught in schools, what equipment and tools can be used, and how health and safety must be maintained. For example, if state board shows up at school and the school fails to meet health and safety standards, the school can be fined. In more serious cases, it can lose its school code, which means students' training hours may not count toward licensure. And on a personal level, if you are caught using a tool that isn't allowed, you could lose your license. That is why knowing and following the board standards is so important for your safety, your clients, and your career. Now, let's take a closer look at what the board actually regulates. These are the services and tools that fall under their responsibility. These services involve sharp implements that require specific training, chemicals that need to be handled with care, and equipment that, if misused, can harm both you and your clients. Anyone who provides these services to a consumer for a fee must be licensed by the board and work in state licensed establishments. In short, if you are doing the work or learning the skill, the board is involved. The board also works alongside the Bureau for Private Post-Secondary Education, or BPPE. While BPPE doesn't regulate your training, it focuses on supporting students and making sure private schools meet basic education standards. All in all, the California Board of Barbering and Cosmetology sets the standards for your training, safety, and licensing. The BPPE focuses on the business and accountability side of private schools. Together, these two agencies share a common goal to protect students, uphold standards, and prepare you for real world success. Now that we have covered who regulates our training and why their standards matter, let's shift into one of the most important parts of working safely in this industry: infection control. We hear that term a lot, but as professionals, we need to understand what it really means and how it shows up in the salon. Infection control means using safe habits and proper cleaning steps to stop germs from spreading from one person to another. In our industry, whether it's a salon, spa, or barbershop, germs can spread easily through dirty tools, towels, or even your hands if you're not careful. That is why infection control is part of your job as a beauty professional every single day and after every single client. Just think about this: sharing is not caring. Proper infection control methods must be used to keep yourself and your clients safe and healthy. And there is more. You are also responsible for working safely to prevent accidents. For example, the shoes you wear can help prevent slips. Understanding the chemistry behind the products we use on the hair, skin, or nails can prevent burns and skin irritation. And when it comes down to cuts, learning how to hold sharp tools and recognize the difference between live and dead skin can absolutely help you avoid injuring your client or yourself. Let's talk about the four key terms you will hear often throughout this program, in our field, and definitely on the state board test: cleaning, sanitizing, disinfecting, and sterilizing. These words are often used interchangeably in everyday life, but in our industry, they each mean something different. And it is important to use the right word at the right time. Cleaning is the first step in reducing or preventing the spread of harmful germs. It is a mechanical process using soap and water or detergent and water to remove all visible dirt, debris, and many disease-causing germs. Cleaning also removes invisible debris that interferes with disinfection. Sanitizing, on the other hand, is a chemical process for reducing the number of disease-causing germs on cleaned surfaces to a safe level. Infection control professionals like nurses, doctors, and public health officials see the word sanitation as more of a general or marketing term, like what you hear with hand sanitizers. In our field, we prefer to use the word cleaning to describe the step that comes before disinfecting. Just keep this in mind. Sanitizing reduces the number of germs on the surface, but it doesn't remove dirt, product buildup, or debris. We must clean the surface first. Disinfecting is more powerful. It uses a chemical product approved by the EPA to kill organisms, including bacteria, viruses, and fungi, on non porous tools and surfaces. These are the products you will use on tools like combs, shears, and countertops. The one thing disinfecting solutions don't kill is bacterial spores. And for that, we need the highest level of infection control. Sterilizing. Sterilizing kills everything, even bacterial spores, using a machine called an autoclave. Not every salon uses one, but if your tools pierce the skin, sterilization is required. To sum it up, infection control is your responsibility as a licensed professional. Now, you know the difference between cleaning, sanitizing, disinfecting, sterilizing, and when to use each one. In the classroom, we will focus on cleaning and disinfecting to help you build strong professional habits from the start. And most importantly, these aren't just good habits, they are required by the board. Following the board standards keeps you, your clients, and your license protected. And remember, infection control is not optional. It must be performed on every tool, every surface, and after every client service.